You know what? I'm not ready to say goodbye to Pokemon Legends Arceus. I know it's been a year, and Scarlet and Violet are right around the corner. We've seen plenty of gameplay footage of it at this point. It's very obvious that Arceus was basically just a beta test for this new open world gameplay. But yeah, once Scarlet and Violet come out, there's going to be no reason to go back to Arceus. It's taking everything that they learned from making this game and just doing it better. At least, hopefully, that's going to be the case. I mean, Arceus is one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. I've spent well over 300 hours in the game at this point, and I still haven't finished it. Obviously, at this point, I've already beaten the story, I've done all the side quests, I finished the Pokedex, got the true ending and all that, but there's still one thing left, and that's completing the perfect Pokedex. There are still many boxes I have to check in this game to perfect the Pokedex, and it might look like an absolute chore, but from the very beginning, this is what I loved about this game. I loved how they handled the Pokedex. I just loved the logistical challenge of completing this perfect Pokedex, like the sheer scale of it. It might even be the biggest multitasking puzzle that's ever existed in a game, at least in one that I've played. Let's take Mamoswine, for instance, right? If we just look at these two tasks, use 70 strong style moves and use Blizzard 40 times, you can obviously do both of those at the same time by using Blizzard in strong style, right? You're checking two boxes at once. But we can go even farther than that, because instead of just spamming Blizzard in strong style at random Pokemon, we can specifically choose Pokemon that need to be defeated for their Pokedex entry to check 3 boxes at once. But we can even go a step farther than that by finding Pokemon that need to be both defeated and defeated by ice-type moves. So we're checking 4 boxes at once by using a singular move. And once that clicked, I mean, that was it for me. Like, finding ways to make all these research tasks overlap and filling in all these boxes in as few steps as possible, that's what scratches my brain. Like, that's my shiny hunting. Speaking of which, that is your reward for getting a perfect Pokedex entry, is it just boosts the shiny rates for that specific Pokemon. I would probably want to check all these boxes anyway, even if it literally did nothing. And like, hey, I like getting shinies. Like, I have a few boxes full of shinies that I've gotten just in the process of doing this perfect Pokedex, but it's not the reason why I'm playing the game. And I know people that do play these games to shiny hunt, and they got bored of Arceus pretty quick, because it's already pretty easy to get shinies in this game. But yeah, I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit. Like, this was a goal that I was taking my time with. I was never in a rush, I was just kind of chipping away at it, and I am running out of time. Out of the 242 Pokedex entries I do need to complete, I've only completed around 60 of those at the time of this recording, with maybe another 50 or 60 that are like very close to being complete. But still, to have over 100 entries that I still need to finish, I'm gonna have to commit to doing at least 4 a day for the next month to have any chance of finishing it before Scarlet and Violet come out. But even then, it's hard to make an accurate guess, because some of these tasks are deceptively simple. Like, you would think a task as simple as see an Apom jump out of a tree would be pretty easy to finish once you know where to look. But no, the RNG for this task is so bad it took me an entire weekend to finish. I managed to find a full odds shiny Burmy before I finished checking all these boxes. It was insane. So that's mildly terrifying, and I'm gonna be rushing to finish this as fast as possible. And I do plan to stream as much of it as I can. I figure you guys might be able to help me optimize my routes a little bit. I try not to look stuff up. I've been doing this as sort of a solo experience, but yeah, I'll accept some help, maybe. But yeah, I made a promise to myself, going back to that first week that Arceus was launched, that I was going to finish this perfect Pokedex. And I don't think I'll have the heart to do it after I get into Scarlet and Violet. There's just going to be too much stuff in that game. So yeah, Arceus might be the only game I'm playing for the next month. Wish me luck.